Good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the regular city commission meeting for this, the 13th day of October, 2025 at 6 p.m. Can I get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Dollison.
Here.
Commissioner Mercer.
Here.
Commissioner Dantzler.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Yates.
Here.
And Mayor Birdsong.
Here. We will be led in the Pledge of Allegiance by Vanessa Castillo, MMC City Clerk, and the invocation by Reverend Deltrick Leonard of Bethel Missionary Baptist Church. Stand your favor. You're first? Yes.
You first, Delbert.
You're first, Deltrick.
Let us pray. Eternal gracious God, our Father, we thank you for allowing us to be in this location, in this place again, to do the business of the city of Winter Haven. God, continue to crown the heads of our commissioners with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to guide this city to higher heights and to be able to do the services of this community. Bless each candidate that is vying to be the next commissioners of this city, and endow them, oh God, with the knowledge and know-how to treat your people the way they need to be treated. Guide the city staff, oh God, as they do the daily work of leading this city behind the scenes. But also, God, I ask that you just bless this entire city. Help us to be together as one city, united, recognizing that there's things yet to come and that there's lives yet to be changed within this city. Continue to bless the growth, continue to bless the income, continue to bless all things, and let it be pleasing in your sight. And when everything is said and done, help us to give you all the praise, glory, and honor. We ask all these blessings in your Son, Jesus' name. And all God's children said, amen.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let me put my phone.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and Commissioners. We have a number of proclamations and presentations this evening. We're going to split these between myself and Deputy City Manager Carnevale, and then we will conclude with our graduation of cohort number 4 for City University. So our first proclamation this evening is for Red Ribbon Week. I understand Wally Gallert, Unit Commander, and the Young Marines may be here if they want to come forward to the podium. And I will read the proclamation and offer you an opportunity for comment. So our proclamation reads, whereas the city of Winter Haven, Florida is committed to a healthy lifestyle of its citizens and desires to ensure their quality of life. And whereas communities across Polk County have been plagued by the numerous problems associated with illicit drug use and trafficking. And whereas there is hope in winning the war on drugs, and that hope lies in education and drug demand reduction, coupled with the hard work and determination of organizations such as the Mid-Florida Eagles of the Young Marines and the Marine Corps League to foster a healthy, drug-free lifestyle. And whereas governments and community leaders know that citizen support is one of the most effective tools in the effort to reduce the use of illicit drugs in our communities. And whereas the red ribbon has been chosen as a symbol commemorating the work of Enrique Kiki Camarena, a Drug Enforcement Administration agent who was murdered in the line of duty, and represents the belief that one person can make a difference. And whereas the Red Ribbon Campaign was established by Congress in 1988 to encourage a drug-free lifestyle and involvement in drug prevention and reduction efforts. And whereas October 23rd through October 31st has been designated National Red Ribbon Week, which encourages Americans to wear a red ribbon to show their support for a drug-free environment. Now, therefore, Nathaniel J. Birdsong, Jr., Mayor of the City of Winter Haven, Florida, does hereby proclaim October 23rd through October 31st, 2025 as Red Ribbon Week in the city of Winter Haven. In witness whereof, he is hereunto set his hand and caused the seal of the city of Winter Haven, Florida to be affixed this 13th day of October, 2025. Signed, Nathaniel J. Birdsong, Jr., Mayor. Attest, Vanessa Castillo, City Clerk.
Yes, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, we the Young Marines really appreciate you all having us here today. We want to say that the city of Winter Haven has always been very, very supportive of us. Our law enforcement agents, everybody that we've met on the streets and in the local community, from teachers to firemen, and we're just very, very grateful. I just wanted also to point out that without the parents of these young Marines, we wouldn't be able to do this program. So thank you all.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Good evening, Mayor and City Commissioners. Our next proclamation will be for Safe Sleep Awareness Month, and Taisha Gent, I believe, is here to accept. Whereas sudden unexpected infant death, SUID, is heartbreaking and can happen in any family regardless of income, education, or community. And whereas SUID is one of the leading causes of death in infants 0 to 364 days, and is often associated with preventable unsafe infant sleep practices and environments. And whereas research shows that a child's brain grows rapidly during safe sleep. And whereas babies should always be put to sleep on their backs, alone in their own crib or bassinet, with no bumpers, pillows, quilts, comforters, or other soft surfaces in the crib. And whereas parents should not share beds with their babies, and anyone under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or smoking should not be resting with the baby. And whereas local and national agencies such as the Polk Safe Sleep Task Force, Children's Home Society, Florida Department of Health in Polk County, Healthy Start Coalition, Safe Kids, Sun Coast Coalition, and their partnering agencies educate Polk County residents on safe sleep practices. And whereas the city of Winter Haven recognizes that infant unsafe sleeping is a public health issue in Winter Haven and across the country. And together we can help by ensuring any person caring for a baby is using a safe sleep practices. Now, therefore, Nathaniel J. Birdsong, Jr., Mayor of the City of Winter Haven, Florida, does hereby proclaim October 2025 as Safe Sleep Awareness Month in the City of Winter Haven and extends our continued support for the efforts of local agencies to promote safe sleep practices. In witness whereof, he is hereunto set his hand and caused the seal of the City of Winter Haven, Florida, to be affixed this 13th day of October 2025. Signed, Nathaniel J. Birdsong, Jr., Mayor of the City of Winter Haven. Attest, Vanessa Castillo.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Yvette Colon. I am the Community Outreach Specialist for Polk County Health and Human Services. I want to thank the City of Winter Haven for letting us continue educating the community and the underserved individuals on the importance of the ABC, that's alone, back, and crib. Place the baby alone on their back in a crib. That means no soft bedding, no pillows, no toys, no blankets, no sheets, and no bed sharing with the baby. Have a safety approved crib, bassinet, or portable crib. And we also want to tell the community here in Winter Haven that we have materials and information in Spanish, English, and Creole to share with the community. Thank you all.
More, and then another. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Mayor and Commissioners, your next item is item 5C. This is a proclamation recognizing City Government Week. I understand we have a number of city employees that have come out this evening to help celebrate this. And following the proclamation, I believe Katrina Hill is going to provide you an overview and some information on the activities planned for the upcoming City Government Week. Proclamation reads as follows. Whereas city government is the government closest to most citizens and the one with the most direct daily impact upon its residents. And whereas municipal government provides services and programs that enhance the quality of life for residents, making their city their home. And whereas city government is administered for and by its citizens and is dependent upon public commitment to and understanding of its many responsibilities. And whereas city government officials and employees share the responsibility to pass along the understanding of public services and their benefits. And whereas Florida City Government Week offers an important opportunity for elected officials and city staff to spread the word to all citizens of Florida that they can shape and influence this branch of government. And whereas the Florida League of Cities and its member cities have joined together to teach citizens about municipal government through a variety of activities. Now, therefore, Nathaniel J. Birdsong, Jr., Mayor of the City of Winter Haven, Florida, does hereby proclaim October 20th through October 26th, 2025, as Florida City Government Week in the City of Winter Haven, and encourages all citizens, government officials, and employees to participate in the events that recognize and celebrate Florida City Government Week. The City of Winter Haven encourages educational partnerships between city government and schools, as well as civic groups and other organizations. The city also supports and encourages all Florida city governments to actively promote and sponsor Florida City Government Week. In witness whereof, he is hereunto set his hand and caused the seal of the City of Winter Haven, Florida, to be affixed this 13th day of October, 2025. Signed, Nathaniel J. Birdsong, Jr., Mayor. Attest, Vanessa Castillo, City Clerk.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. We are proud to join the Florida League of Cities in celebrating City Government Week. This is about educating our community and celebrating our staff who make so much happen every single day. You see, representatives from our various departments have joined us this evening to accept this proclamation, and I will introduce them in just a moment. First, I want to share our plans for City Government Week. We will be posting behind-the-scenes videos from our Beyond the 9 to 5 series all week. These videos feature city employees who work sometimes at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., sometimes late in the night, and often 24/7 to keep our community safe, thriving, and clean, and we want to celebrate them. We are also excited to bring Hands-On Haven back for a third year. This year's event will be Saturday, October 24th from 9 to 1, again back at the Winter Haven Regional Airport with airplanes, trucks, boats, and machinery. We're also introducing a passport this year where kids 12 and under can visit each of our teams. And if they complete their passport, we will give them a prize as they leave. And we also listened to some feedback we got from citizens last year because it's so close to Halloween. So we are welcoming the kids to come in their Halloween costumes this year and doing a truck or treat with them as part of the event. So we hope that you'll join us for a great hands-on interaction with our city government. And as I mentioned, we have representatives from various departments here to accept this proclamation. These are the men and women who enrich lifestyle through exceptional service each and every day. So from our airport, we have Colin, our airport operations supervisor. We have Mario, our airport operations tech. From the city clerk's office, Latanya, our deputy city clerk. From finance, Brandon, our grant manager. Heather, our procurement specialist. From fire, we have Lieutenant McGee and firefighters Tolley, Lloyd, and Hammond. From public affairs and communication, we have Heather Pellegrino, our city hall receptionist. From police, we have officers Avalos and Officer Martinez. From parks and rec, we have Raul, our CSR and a library assistant. We have JJ, who is a maintenance mechanic in parks and grounds. And we have Juliana, who is a full-time lifeguard. In Public Works, we have Bobby, who's our solid waste coordinator, and Savannah, who is our ecosystem and asset analyst. And from Water, we have Cassidy King, our customer relations specialist, Amanda, our customer service manager, and Dawn, our meter services superintendent. So if we can give them a round of applause.
Squeeze in there, Mario.
All right, if everybody can look right here, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. One more. Thank you.
All right, Mayor and Commissioners. Next up, we have our Florida Greenways and Trails Month proclamation, and Katie White from Parks, Recreation, and Culture is here to accept. Whereas Greenways and Trails provide Florida and Winter Haven residents and visitors of all ages and abilities with year-round access to a wide variety of free health and fitness opportunities and encourage use of alternative, energy-saving forms of transportation. And whereas Winter Haven provides over 14 miles of trails and connections in and around our city. And whereas community-based partnerships are essential to the success of Winter Haven's and Florida's trail system, and many public and private organizations are actively involved with projects that are connecting Florida's communities with greenways and trails. And whereas Winter Haven supports additional local and regional expansions of our multimodal transportation system, which brings benefits in the form of economic, health, alternative transportation, and connection to our communities. And whereas celebrating Greenways and Trail Month is just one example of why Winter Haven and Florida are such great places to live, work, and play. Now, therefore, Nathaniel J. Birdsong Jr., Mayor of the City of Winter Haven, Florida, does hereby recognize October 2025 as Florida Greenways and Trails Month in the City of Winter Haven and encourage all citizens to learn about our transportation options and enjoy our local, county, and state greenways and trails. In witness whereof, he is hereunto set his hand and cause the seal of the City of Winter Haven, Florida, to be affixed this 13th day of October 2025. Signed, Nathaniel J. Birdsong Jr., Mayor. Attest, Vanessa Castillo, City Clerk.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. I'd like to take this opportunity to express our team's gratitude for this proclamation and for recognizing Greenways and Trails Month. Over the past 20 years, the city has worked to develop an interconnected system of trails with around 17 miles constructed, including about 3 miles recently opened through the Lake Elbert, Lake Conine, and Lake Howard projects. Several additional projects are planned to further expand the network in the coming years. This continued dedication to growing our trail system is what makes Winter Haven an exemplary trail town. In partnership with the Office of Greenways and Trails and Katrina's team, we'll be rolling out a new Trail Town promotional materials in the new year. Thank you again for this recognition. We look forward to continuing to improve trail access and connectivity for all in Winter Haven.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. Perfect. Thank you.
Mayor and Commissioners, one of the things we're excited about is having the dedication of the Lake Elbert Trail, which is, I believe, on your calendars for November. That has just recently been completed and is already being actively used. So one more celebration of your efforts to enhance trails in our community. Our next proclamation, item 5E, is National Community Planning Month proclamation. Mr. Labby, who would normally be with us, is on vacation this week, but we have a number of his staff that are here. Mr. Sean Byers, our planning manager, Cedric Cox, the Assistant Director of Economic Opportunity and Community Investment, Heather Reuter, one of our planners, and Mr. Young, one of our other planners. I think Nancy Hurley is also here, who is a member of that team as well. Proclamation reads as follows: whereas change is constant and affects all cities, towns, suburbs, counties, boroughs, townships, rural areas, and other places. And whereas community planning and plans can help manage this change in a way that provides better choices for how people work and live. And whereas community planning provides an opportunity for all residents to be meaningfully involved in making choices that determine the future of their community. And whereas the month of October is designated as National Community Planning Month throughout the United States of America and its territories. And whereas the American Planning Association and its professional institute, the American Institute of Certified Planners, endorse National Community Planning Month as an opportunity to highlight the contributions sound planning and plan implementation make to the quality of our settlements and environment. And whereas the celebration of National Community Planning Month gives us the opportunity to publicly recognize the participation and dedication of the members of planning commissions and other citizen planners who have contributed their time and expertise to the improvement of the city of Winter Haven. And whereas we recognize the many valuable contributions made by professional planners of the city of Winter Haven and extend our heartfelt thanks for the continued commitment to public service by these professionals. Now, therefore, Nathaniel J. Birdsong Jr., Mayor of the City of Winter Haven, Florida, does hereby recognize October 2025 as Community Planning Month in the City of Winter Haven in conjunction with the celebration of National Community Planning Month. In witness whereof, he is hereunto set his hand and caused the seal of the City of Winter Haven, Florida, to be affixed this 13th day of October 2025. Signed, Nathaniel J. Birdsong Jr., Mayor. Attest, Vanessa Castillo, City Clerk.
Mayor and commissioners, excuse me. Winter Haven's had a long history of planning dating all the way back to the 1890s with the earliest layouts of downtown and Florence Villa. This tradition evolved over the decades with ever-evolving plans and reflecting the community's vision moving forward. As the city is currently in the midst of one of the fastest growth periods in our history, the importance of planning is never more important. As we move forward, we need to remember our community's values as we look to planning for the future. And that endeavor will begin next year as we got to start working on updating the city's comprehensive plan for the next 20 years. So.
Mayor and Commissioners, our next item will be Imagine a Day Without Water proclamation. And Cassidy King and team are here to accept from our Winter Haven Water Department. Whereas the water infrastructure in Winter Haven delivers clean drinking water to its residents and safely returns wastewater to the environment. And whereas water is essential for community health, local economies, public safety, and the environment. And whereas a day without water would bring life to a halt, disrupting public service, emergency response, local business, and the foundational functions of society. And whereas the nation's water infrastructure is aging and in need of investment, and resilient water and wastewater systems build stronger communities by supporting economic growth, protecting public health, and enhancing environmental resilience. And whereas more than 2 million Americans currently live without access to clean, safe, and affordable water, with communities of color, indigenous communities, and low-income neighborhoods continuing to face disproportionate challenges in accessing safe and reliable water services. And whereas by establishing reliable and resilient water infrastructure, we can ensure that clean, safe water is available for everybody in our communities today and for generations to come. Now, therefore, Nathaniel J. Birdsong Jr., Mayor of the City of Winter Haven, Florida, does hereby proclaim October 16th, 2025 as Imagine a Day Without Water in the City of Winter Haven and call upon each citizen and business to reflect on how crucial water is by visualizing everyday life without it and understanding how indispensable it is. In witness whereof, he is hereunto set his hand and cause the seal of the City of Winter Haven, Florida, to be affixed this 13th day of October, 2025. Signed, Nathaniel J. Birdsong Jr., Mayor. Attest, Vanessa Castillo, City Clerk.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. First of all, thank you so much for the opportunity to recognize Imagine a Day Without Water. Water is a really vital resource that we use every day for a multitude of reasons. And this proclamation just gives us the time to reflect on how critical this resource is, not only in our personal lives, but within our communities through businesses and emergency services. But this resource is so much more than just the water that comes out of your tap or your shower head or your fire hydrant for emergency services. This also includes water treatment plants that treat our water and the infrastructure that is needed to deliver clean, safe, and reliable water to our residents and businesses daily. So as we imagine a day without water, we continue to recognize the importance of water the infrastructure that is needed now and for generations to come as well. And we're actually celebrating Imagine a Day Without Water by inviting 3rd to 5th graders or children between the ages of 8 to 11 to participate in an essay contest. It'll run until November 14th, and for more details, you can visit our city website and visit our water conservation page for more details. And thank you guys very much.
Last one, Mayor and Commissioners. This one's the big one though, right? So tonight we have the honor of recognizing the graduates of City University class number 4. I'm going to invite Katrina Hill, who coordinates this program on behalf of the city, to the podium to offer a little bit of insight. And I'm going to step down to present certificates as we call their names. So Katrina, if you want to give your overview of the program, that would be fantastic.
Good evening again. So I am excited and honored to announce our 4th City University class. So this will bring our total number of graduates up to just over 100 graduates of City University over the last 4 years. This group has hung out with us for the last 8 weeks, each week moving to a different city facility. So they got to see that, hearing from all of our different departments and learning about what it takes to run a city and everything that goes into that. They've asked great questions. They've engaged in meaningful ways, and I have no doubt that they will be excellent ambassadors for the city. So without further ado, I will introduce our class. First up is Anna Ponce, Aisha Boyd, Crystal Watkins, or Miss Chris, Drew Newbrand, Eric Ford, Greg Gorick, Heather Cloth, Jeff North, Jonathan Winfrey, George Garbelosa, George Torres, Kathy Reifendeifer, Cassidy King, Kevin Munoz, Kim Davis, Kim Long, Laura Lees, Mary Baird, Matthew Crowley, Stephanie Snipes, Tishana Soline, Tawanda Jean-Louis, and Zolma Jimenez. We can give them a round of applause. There you go. Okay. Right here on the count of 3, we're going to take 2. 1, 2, 3. One more. Perfect. Thank you. Congratulations.
We have no developments of note. Commissioners, you have the September the 10th and September the 17th minutes.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes,
motion to approve the minutes of the September 10th regular city commission meeting minutes, the September 17th city commission agenda review minutes
thank
as
you.
presented.
Thank you. I will close the commission meeting, open public hearing. Anyone wishing to speak to these minutes may do so at this time. Seeing none, close the public hearing, reopen the commission meeting. All those in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed by the same sign. Hearing none, the minutes are adopted. Comments from the audience? No one signed up. However, if someone came in after we had taken the sign-in sheet and would like to address this commission, you can do so at this time. All right. We have no ordinances, second reading. Commissioners, you have the consent agenda.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes,
motion to approve the consent agenda in its entirety as presented.
thank you. I will close.
Mr. Mayor, if I could just offer a comment for clarification on one item.
Yes,
So we had some discussion Wednesday evening during the agenda review regarding item 10A, which is the amendment to the lease between the city and Flightline Winter Haven LLC. I just wanted to clarify that amendment provides for 4 additional one-year renewals at the lessor's or the city's option with 60-day notice required. It also provides that either party may terminate that lease agreement for convenience with 60-day notice. So that was just to clarify that from the other evening.
thank you. I will close the commission meeting, open the public hearing. Anyone wishing to speak to any item on the consent agenda may do so at this time. Seeing none, close the public hearing, reopen the commission meeting. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed by the same sign. Hearing none, the consent agenda is adopted in its entirety. Resolution R 2550. City Attorney, would you read by title only?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Resolution R-25-50, a resolution of the City Commission of the City of Winter Haven, Florida, adopting a debt management policy to establish guidelines for the issuance and management of debt, providing for severability, the administrative correction of scrivener's errors, and providing for an effective date. Thank you.
Thank you. City Manager?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The issuance of and management of debt is an important component of the city's financial strategy, and a clear and comprehensive debt management policy provides guidance on the appropriate timing, purpose, type, and structure of debt issuance. It safeguards the city's credit quality and reputation in the investment community. It supports long-term financial planning by fostering disciplined and consistent decision-making, and it ensures compliance with state and federal regulations. The policy outlines the purposes for which debt may be issued, establishes limitations to ensure debt is used prudently, and sets standards for structuring, refinancing, and managing obligations. It also formalizes objectives for maintaining access to capital markets, preserving strong credit ratings, and ensuring transparency and accountability to taxpayers and investors. Key provisions of the debt management policy that's being presented include the use of debt, debt obligations, bond maturity, debt structures, refinancing, permitted instruments, and compliance. There is no financial impact associated with the adoption of Resolution R-2550. This is part of the strategic plan, and that strategy 6.1.2 calls for us to draft and adopt a robust debt policy that complements the city's financial management policy and aligns with the GFOA's best practices. Staff recommends the City Commission adopt Resolution R-25-50, establishing the City of Winter Haven's debt management policy. We'll stand for any questions you may have.
Thank you. Commissioners, entertain a motion.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes,
a motion to approve R-2550.
thank you. Thank you. I will close the commission meeting, open the public hearing. Anyone wishing to speak to Resolution R-2550 may do so at this time. Seeing none, close the public hearing, reopen the commission meeting. Is there any discussion, any questions? All those in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Opposed by the same sign. Hearing none. We have a debt management policy. All right. We have no ordinances first reading. We have no new business. Commissioner Liaison reports. Commissioner Mercer.
Yes. Okay. I attended the Main Street 30th Anniversary Celebration and Annual Meeting. Also attended the TPO Board meeting at the County Administration Building, in which two other people also attended. Attended the Ridge League of Cities in Winter Haven. Also the Florida League, their policy committee, and we'll be attending one this week, I guess, again. And I attended also the Coastal Heartland Environmental, it used to be called Charlotte Harbor and all of that. But one of the things I did provide them was our lakes management book. And that was they looked for that, and they had already been online looking for that information. So I see some people that was here from that division. So thank you very much. So you guys have made a lasting impression on them, and we're part of the Peace Creek, Peace River that flows that way, I guess, even though we're at the headworks of all of those. I also wanted to say we have a lot of things to be thankful for. All the residents over at 100 that we currently have, city youth, and also those employees who are dedicated, committed, and the effort that they put in consistently. Want to say thank you to all of you. So that's all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Dollison.
Good evening, the mayor. Did have a pretty busy schedule, was able to attend the ribbon cutting course for the Breeze and also for the Dream Apartments. Great additions to our city, great opportunities for housing, and it's exciting just to see that happening in Winter Haven. Also able to attend the Welcome to Winter Haven for our new employees luncheon. It's always great to meet our new employees as they come in, and just to shake their hands, let them know we appreciate them choosing this city to work in, and knowing that they have great opportunities here with the great staff that we have. Also, I guess tonight, all hearts are certainly praying for continued peace in the Middle East, and to hear that news is something that we've been all hoping and praying for, that it will be a lasting peace, and that, thank God, those who were held in captivity, those who have been taken, have returned home. And so hearts, I think, all around the world tonight are certainly praying for that part of the world, as well as praying for a resolution to this shutdown very soon. So we're hoping that that will happen quickly. That's all I have tonight.
Thank you. Commissioner Densler.
Okay, attended Oktoberfest Friday night. Had a really good time, fun time. All the politicians are on staff out there with their T-shirts, shaking hands and kissing babies. So Oktoberfest is always one of my favorite events, so that was fun. Ridge League of Dinners, of course, I was there with everybody else. Good time with that. Also went to the Winter Haven Fire Station open house. The new employee luncheon. I don't know why I didn't see you. I must have got there right after you left. I got to see everybody and say hello and participate in some of their signature things. Also went to the Meals on Wheels Gala, and our city manager, T. Michael, did a great job as MC, and as always, raised some money, I think. How much did y'all raise, T? You ever have any idea?
Well over $200,000, and it was the largest year yet. So
to put that into perspective, the Theater Winter Haven does the golf tournament, and they raised $20,000, and they're so happy that they made $20,000 on a golf tournament. I think you guys raised $200,000. Well, congratulations.
Well, I think it was well in excess of $200,000. And that goes to Susan and the team at Meals on Wheels.
Yeah, they just do such a good job. So we're so proud of them. And I did want to give a shout out before I forget to Dan Chesnick for the Ridge League of Dinners. That room was decorated so nice. And I got so many compliments from other body people in the county. And I saw Dan today. He'd gone in the night before and hung those lights and did it all by himself. And the next day he had a bunch of volunteers to help him. But he really got that room spit shine and looking nice. He had some volunteers, but we gotta really thank Dan for his efforts to make that place look so good. Main Street Winter Haven annual meeting, which has already been mentioned. The Winter Haven EDC over at Grove Roots. Very good time, good venue. I complimented on that. And last but not least, Hispanic Day Luncheon. And I tell you, I have to say, when I'm going to be gone next year, that's one of the things I'm going to really miss a lot. That is such a that is just such a fun event. You guys do good, and for some reason, everybody's over there's always having a good time. So, thank you for that. So, and that's it for me.
Mayor Pro Tem Yates.
Thank you. Just a few items this evening. I attended the TDC orientation, so ready to serve on that board. I attended the Winter Haven High School community meeting. As most of us know, they are searching for or going to be searching for a new principal. So that was a very organized event. I was able to put some ideas and Post-its up prior to leaving and heading over to the Ridge League of Cities dinner. Thank you to all the staff that put that on. That was a great event, and I can't wait till next year. I've got some ideas. So. Till you get ready. But as incoming president, I'll be sworn in September of next year for the Ridge League of Cities dinner. So look forward to that. But this year was phenomenal. Polk TPO attended that meeting as well. Had an update on Thompson Nursery Road. Looks like that project is due for completion. What was it? 1, 2, and 3 was 2029.
2029.
Then the final leg 2031. So unfortunately, we can't snap our fingers and get that done overnight, but that's going to make a huge difference to traffic in and around Winter Haven once that road gets completed. So can't wait for that. Also attended the Central Florida MPO Alliance meeting, and then I was also nominated there to serve as the vice chair. So I'll be serving as the vice chair on the Central Florida MPO Alliance going forward for the next year. That's all I have.
All right, I have a few things that have already been mentioned, the Bankers Cup, the Polk TPO meeting. And the one thing that we approved was the Vision 50, the transportation projects that are needed through the year 2050. And unfortunately, a lot of the projects that we're interested in, needless to say, I don't think I'll be around to drive on them when they're done. Namely, the Central Polk Park extension, the East Leg extension, there's no money. Even our 544 from Avenue Y to 27, the widening. I mean, hopefully things will change, but there are a lot of concern about that plan and the validity of it and where we're going to get the money and all that sort of thing. Attended the Central Florida Regional Planning Council in Okeechobee and had just an outstanding presentation by the South Florida Water Management District on Lake Okeechobee and how they treat water, how they're storing water. In fact, I came back and raised the question with MJ because I had not heard this, that they actually, when the lake levels get lower, they actually plant plants to help clean the water. Like we have our nature parks that treat all the water that comes off of the roads and everything that goes into our lakes. They have that all around the Lake Okeechobee as well. But they say when it gets low, they actually can plant plants to help clear the water. And I don't think I'd ever heard that before. Very, very interesting. Attended 2 ribbon cuttings, the Breeze and the Dream, and the EDC annual meeting, and Main Street's annual meeting. That's it for me. City Attorney?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Commission, I have nothing tonight, although I did go to the Bridge League of Cities dinner. It was excellent, as you all have said, and hats off to the staff. Also attended the luncheon that the Commissioner Dancer was referring to, the Hispanic Heritage Luncheon, and it was also excellent. Ate more than I should have, but it was plentiful and very, very nice. Thank you. That's all.
City Manager?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Commissioners. A couple items this evening. First, I want to extend a tremendous word of thanks to AJ Nicholson on our staff. AJ led the charge for Ridge League of Cities dinner this year, coordinating everything from the decorations to the meal to every aspect that you saw in there. And with a team of mighty volunteers between Parks and Recreation and Public Affairs and Communication, with assistance from the City Clerk's office, and sold that event out. And I know that it will do the same next year, although it sounds like we'll be a month earlier next year, so we'll have to plan accordingly. Want to congratulate our Chief of Police, Mr. Vance Monroe, who I think is in the back of the room there. Vance just recently completed the Chief Executive Seminar that's put on by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. It's a 3-session program that is, each one of those sessions is about a week long, takes place up in Tallahassee, and really focuses on making sure that the chiefs of police that participate in that program are equipped with tremendous insights and knowledge that it takes to do that job. So I want to extend our congratulations for him completing that program. Welcome him back, as he was gone all last week for that. And then finally, we kick off Leadership Winter Haven. The Chamber of Commerce does. I see Ms. Cleveland, our president and CEO of the Winter Haven Chambers, here this evening. Their first day outside of their opening retreat, their first official day is this Wednesday, and they start with Winter Haven Day. So they will be touring a number of our facilities, meeting with staff, getting insights, kind of like the junior course of City U, I'd say. But we want to certainly extend an invitation to you. If you want to join them for lunch, they'll be having lunch at the Field House at 11:45 on Wednesday. And that may already be on your calendars, but I just want to put that reminder out. And that's all I have this evening, sir. Thank you.
Deputy City Manager?
Nothing this evening. Thank you, sir.
City Clerk?
Yes, sir, I do.
Yes.
So as many of you know, the regular election for seat numbers 4 and 5 will take place on Tuesday, November 4th. Public notices have been advertised, posted at various city buildings and on the city's website. Now, 2 of the 6 polling locations we've used in previous years have changed. So in place of Calvary Baptist Church, which is on Overlook Drive, we now have Cypress Ridge Presbyterian Church, and that's on Cypress Gardens Boulevard. That's before the Crazy Greek and before the Carlton of Lake Dexter apartments, if you want to get an idea of where it's located. And in place of Abiding Savior Church on Havendale, the new location will be at Spring Haven. And that's the retirement community, like right past Big Tom's Diner, if you're familiar with that. We do have a logic and accuracy test on Tuesday, October 28th at 10:30 a.m. to secure and seal all the voting equipment. All candidates have been invited via certified mail, and only one canvassing board member needs to be present. So if you would like to designate one member to represent you, you may do so. And this has been sent to all the canvassing board calendars.
I'm available.
You're available?
All right.
Okay. So I have you down, Mayor Pro Tem Yates. Thank you. That's all I have.
Deputy City Clerk? Emergency matters not received for the agenda. Motion to adjourn. So moved.